24th of July, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Doing well.
Thank God.
Okay, very good. Fine, good work. How's everyone having a good Shabbos?
I had a very nice Shabbos.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Fine. Okay, we're gonna start in a minute. We're gonna continue with the Selihos from Yud Zayin B'Tamas. If you have your Siddurim there.
I know.
Selihos. Okay, Selihos.
So let's see. I think we left off. Yeah, we did it. Okay, let's we stopped with the last one we did Lokin Kasher Taseno Adavorim Karavim Shonim. See that statement there in it's toward the last half of the it's a couple of got 4 or 5 lines from the last statement in that second slicha. Lokin Kasher Taseno Adavorim Kavorim Shonim.
Oh boy, I don't see it.
Talking about bees and scorpions. If you look in the English, it's talking about bees and scorpions.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Scorpions.
Not too far from the end. It's close to the end of the second one there.
Oh, it says, so what's scorpions in Hebrew again?
Well, Devorim is bees and Akvarim is scorpions. Akvar.
Oh, akrabim?
Akravam, right. Akrabim. Yeah.
Bees and scorpions. I got it.
Oh, there you go. Very good.
Lokin, that's the first word?
That's it exactly.
Okay. You see it, Mayor?
Yeah, I have it. Thank you, Lou.
Oh, good. Okay.
Very good.
Should I read?
Yeah, if you like, unless man likes to.
Okay. Lokin Kasher Ta'asena Hadivorim V'ha'akrabim Sonim. Okay, so they are stricken like that which is done by bees and scorpions of all types. Hogim Avad Sivram Uvatel Kuyam Be'ishonim. Hogim, they think their hope is lost and nullified, their aspirations in the darkness. They think that their hope and aspirations are nullified in the darkness.
Right. So what's the connection? So the Furst explained here this reference to bees and scorpion, right, is based on a Gemara in Chagiga, and there it says that a person, if he gets stung by a bee, and good morning, Rory.
Good morning, Rabbi Furst.
Morning, Roy.
Good morning.
If a person gets stung by a bee and bit by a scorpion at the same time, he's in a hopeless situation, because the remedies for a bee and the remedies for a scorpion are opposites. So if he gets bit by both, you can't affect the remedy for both of them at the same time, because they will cancel out, each one will cancel each other out. So that's the reference to losing hope, that they since they've been bitten and oppressed in such a way that the remedies for what they need to be healed from are opposite. Therefore, they lost hope, so to speak. Okay, let's continue on.
El kana behis apek b'makni echa de shenim retuvim. God, oh God, who is zealous, as you restrain yourself, with those who provoke you, who are fat and thriving, mechakim takim omdim leolamim. Mechakim, those who wait should raise up and stand forever.
Right, that the taking vengeance, right, with the Kael Kana, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is vengeful, right? So it says here in the based on the pasuk in Nahum that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is vengeful and will avenge those who are his enemies and those who distress the Jewish people. So Hashem is going to take vengeance out upon them.
Who are fat and thriving, that refers to the Jewish people?
The fat and thriving, who are the fat and thriving? 1 minute, let me see if it explains here who those are. I think those are the Shemanu, Shas. Okay. Right. So here it's speaking as if like this big. It says Kael Kana, Kadosh Baruch Hu is vengeful, right? This apik means he is patient. He's patient, right? He's patient. He's patient from taking vengeance and punishing those who are fat and retuvim, who are fat and thriving, because they're the enemies of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they're getting fat and they're thriving because they are. The explanation here is that since they are not undergoing any distress, right? So their lives are easy and comfortable. Their lives are easy and comfortable, and so they're getting fat. They're getting fat, and they're living it up. You know the concentration camps. So on one side of the fence, the Jewish people were starving, and were given no food at all, Kamat. And on the other side of the fence, where the Germans of Akshamom were living, so they had all kinds of good food, wine and meat and all. Well, they were living it up. They were living it up. And that Hashem was restraining himself from taking vengeance upon them. Right? And in the meantime, they were living it up, and the Jews were being destroyed.
So in other words, it's saying, since you restrain yourself from punishing those bad people, the good people should stand up.
Oh, so that goes on to the next. Mechakim takim omdim la'olamim. So that we're requesting from HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he now does not remain passive anymore. Right? We asked that Hashem should rise up, and that he should come to our defense. HaKadosh Baruch Hu could come to our defense.
It's Hashem who raises up, or it's the ones who await that get raised up.
This is going on the it's a prayer that Hashem should raise us up, right?
So in other words, what's the connection between the raising us up and the and the patience with the bad guys?
Well, because in the meantime, for whatever reasons, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has, like the bad guys are allowed to flourish, and in the meantime, we are, as it said previously, we're being bitten by the bees and the scorpions, right? And we're giving up our hope because of the darkness of the situation that we're thrust into, and the good guys are. The bad guys are living it up in the meantime. So we ask that Hashem should raise us up, take us out of our poor situation that we're in now, and that should reinstate us to our former glory.
Okay, Viker?
Yeah.
Kin ti'im mechutavim ba'havim ha'emes v'ha'shalom b'tzomos chetuvim netzach hayosam l'simcha u'lesason u'lemoadim tovim. Okay, so kin ti'im, like saplings that are crafted lovingly, truth and peace with fasts, or from fasts are hewn. forever to become happiness and joy happy and happiness and joy, and moedim, I guess occasions, good occasions,
Yeah, like festivals.
festivals, good festivals. So truth and peace are hewn from the fasts, and they bring joy and happiness to our festivals.
Right. So this is a prayer that the days that we have that we're fasting on them now should be changed into days of Yom Tovim and festivals and joyous times.
What is the muscle of saplings? What is saplings referring to?
That's referring to the previous statement that we should be raised up, right? That we should be raised up and become like saplings that are like newly planted trees, with the hope of growing tall and strong.
I'm sorry, say that again.
That we should have this hope that we should be like, just like a person when he plants a tree, he hopes it's going to grow tall and strong. So likewise, we're asking Hashem should plant us in a way that we'll be able to grow tall and strong as well.
Okay, I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. So now, if you notice, there's one final slicha pismon. It's called a pismon. She'ei ne'echsar. She'ei ne'echsar. Right. Should be a couple of paragraphs, a couple of short paragraphs in between the two.
She'ei ne'asar asher nimsar biyad bavel v'gam seir l'cha ye'emeh ze kameh v'yischanes keven Tza'ir Yom Gavar Ha'oyev V'tibaka Ha'ir. All right, so She'ei, turn the captive that was delivered into the hand of Babylon, and also Seir. For you, it yearns. For you, it yearns for a long time.
Yes.
And it supplicates like a child, like a young child, on the day that the enemy prevailed and breached the city.
So that's a direct reference to Yud Zayin B'Tammuz, which that's when the breach took place, on Yud Zayin B'Tammuz.
Right. So Babylon and Seir. Seir is Esav.
Correct, that's right. So I think Babylon's referring to Babylon's referring to the first base of Mikdash, and Seir would be referring to the second base of Mikdash.
Oh, because the Romans are Esav.
Yeah, apparently so, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a pretty depressing one.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Right, because now that's focusing on the actual things that occurred on this day of Yud Zayin B'Tammuz. Right?
Okay, is that the next section?
Yes, yes, you go to the next section, right?
Lazot ikaf
Correct, right?
v'es pok kaf b'yom chi mesh pizroni. Lazos, for this, I am bowed over and I clap my hands on the day when 5 dispersed me. Va'al regel ha'egel ha'luchos yitzauni. As a consequence of the calf, the tablets went away from me. Oh, so now it does mention the calf.
Yeah, after all, that's what the first thing one of the first things we mentioned earlier, that it seemed to be no direct reference to the breaking of the meaning the reference was to the breaking of the luchos, but not the thing which caused it, which was the Chet Egel. Now it's mentioned explicitly after this is the beginning of the third slicha.
Right. Okay, so the first item is the golden calf, which led to the breaking of the luchos.
Right.
The gam hishmid ha tamid u vasugar hevi ani. And also, the daily offering was abolished.
We've mentioned that. We've mentioned that before already, right?
Right. And he took me in chains. So that's referring to the exile from Jerusalem. Rabbi?
Going out to Mitzrayim and out of Eretz Yisrael, correct?
Okay. V'husam Elio b'hei chol kalil umei atsa so kila ani v'hamincha hunacha v'dascha tsar bo'esh heave ear. Okay, so an idol was placed in the sanctuary. A beautiful idol was placed in the sanctuary. And through his advice, he imprisoned me. And the meal offering stopped, and your law was burned in flames by the enemy.
Right. That was referring to, I think the burning of the Torah, if I'm not mistaken, that was referring to that.
Right. So did that happen at the same time that the idol was put in the Beis Mikdash?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was.
And what is this word kalil? My English says of consummate beauty.
Yeah, Khalil is a ornament. It's ornamented. It was very embellished, apparently.
So why is that? Why do we care about that? Saying it was a beautiful idol, that seems a little bit out of place.
Well, it could be that the fact that they didn't just place a very plain, nondescript idol there. They put something that was very ornate, which would show apparently their association to that idol. I mean, it's something which was they would did it in a very nice way. It's a contrast that why was the Sefer Torah burned? Because we weren't respectful of the Torah and what it contained, right? And they replaced the Torah and with a idol, which you could see through the way they decorated it, was given quite a lot of honor to them. They give a lot of honor to it. Whereas meaning our Torah was burned because we were disrespectful to the Torah. So they, in order to point out the vast difference, they were placing not just a old, run-down, run-of-the-mill idol. They placed a really elaborate, ornate idol in the basement to show apparently their respect and awe for the idol. That's what I would say. Connection between the two.
That makes sense. So it's a contrast between the way they treated their idol and the way we treated our Torah.
I think so. I don't have any authority that exactly say that, but that's what just comes to my mind right now.
Okay, weiter.
Yeah.
Ma'od es chal ve'es chal b'yom shokai de chafani me'or chashach v'gam sheishach kamo midur kadur tinafani. So I became distraught and exceedingly ill on the day the Almighty pushed me away. The light grew dark, and also Sheshach, which it says is Babylon, like a ball wrapped around my head. The light grew dark and Babylon wrapped around my head like a ball. V'hashfifon mitzafon kishi boles shetafani. V'hatzayad shalach yad v'hatzafir v'hasair yom gavar ha'oyev v'tibaka ha'ir. The serpent, which the English says is Nebuchadnezzar, from the north, like a rushing current, swept me away like a rushing current. And the hunter, which the English says is Edom or Rome, sent forth his hand, as did the he-goat, which it says is Greece.
Right.
On the day the enemy prevailed and breached was the city.
That's
So
also,
Nebuchadnezzar came from the north,
right.
and Rome, I guess, came also, and Greece came also.
Right. So they all three of our enemies came consistently from the north.
Ah,
Our enemies all were located to the north of us.
I see.
Why that's significant, I'm not sure, but that's why it says Saphon, the north, the evil comes from the north.
Right. Hod libi u misgabi ha laad apcha yeshan. Hello, sir am nil asher hashchar kamo kiv shan. So the glory of my heart, my fortress, will your wrath fume forever? Do you not see the nation is weary, that it has become blackened like a furnace? Gedur part C, Pirt C, Beven part C, Ume Chedek Lekot Shoshan, B'nei Beis Zvul Lahashiv Gevul HaKarmel V'ha-Bashan. Repair my breach through the offspring of parrots.
That's parrots is a reference to Malchus based David, Mashiach, right? Parrots is one of the predecessors of David. That's a reference to Mashiach.
Okay. Yeah, my English says Mashiach. And from among the thorns, pluck the rose. My English says that the rose is Israel. Build your place of dwelling and restore the borders of the Carmel and Bashan. I don't know what the Carmel and Bashan are referring to.
Well, that's references to places in Eretz Israel. The Carmel is that's up by Haifa, and the Bashan, I'm not sure exactly where that is.
Okay.
But there are places.
This is a quote from Jeremiah.
What?
Apparently, this is a quote from Jeremiah.
Right.
What did you say, Rabbi? I cut you off.
Yeah, no, there are references to specific places in Eretz Israel.
Right. Va'ayin Pierke v'nakam kach me'e tzer umi dishan shafot elam v'az yishalem ha-mav'eh v'ha-mav'ir Yom Gavar ha-oyev v'tibaka ha'ir. Okay, so open your eyes and take revenge from Ezer and from Dishan, the Edomites. Bring justice to the mute, to the mute, that is Israel. And then he will pay the nation that consumes and sets fire to Israel on the day when the enemy prevailed and breached was the city.
Yeah, why should it be that Claudius is called an Elam? Why should Claudius be referring to the Elam as a Israel? Why should that be? Roy, you have any ideas?
No, I was going to ask, refer to what?
The fact that it's an Elam, right? It says Shafot Elam, right?
Elim?
Brings justice to Claudius. So Elam means a person who's mute, right?
Mute.
So why is Claudius referred to as a mute?
Because probably those who should speak up don't.
Uh,
Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's that we're so humbled by all the things that are happening to us that we can't speak, and so we're asking Hashem to help us, even though we're not really defending ourselves.
right. I just wonder if this is also a pasuk.
Well, I have a footnote that says Bava Kama 2a at the end of this sentence. I don't know if it applies to the word mute.
The footnote is referring to what? Baba Kama.
Bava Kama 2a. It's after the word Vaha Mav'ir.
Right. All right. This is very strange. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Could that be? Let's see here. Let's see. The previous reference was to Yirmiyah, right?
Yeah. Yirmiyah 50:19. That was the Carmel and Bashan.
Let's see. 1 minute. I just want to. Carmel of Bashan. Let's see. I'm looking up the pasuk in Yirmiyah, but there's no reference to Elam in that context either over there.
Right, because that's before. That's two lines prior to where Elam shows up.
Right. I mean, we don't have a reference in the pasuk to the Elam.
Right, unless it's in Baba Kama.
Yeah, could be. All right. I mean, I have to take a look. We'll see. I have to take a little further look into this. What I'm still concerned. Why is it referring to the Elam? All right. We'll see. We'll see what we'll do for tomorrow, Mr. Shem. Maybe I'll be able to find something on this topic. If not, we'll work something out for tomorrow. All right. In the meantime, I guess let's take a short break for the Mr. Bruce here. Roy, have a good afternoon. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Sorry I was late. I wasn't well this morning, but better now. Better now.
We'll see you soon.
All right then. Bye.
Refuah Shalema, Roy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.